Thankful, thankful. Happy Thanksgiving. Thankful for you being here. My mother had Alzheimer's for about 7 years. Great lady, angel, so loving. My father was the mayor, 6'4", ex college athlete, ex Marine, size 14 shoe, giant hands. This much bigger. I'm 6'2". His fingers were unbelievable. Alcoholic like his father, emotionally distant like his father, abusive like his father. So my mother was the wellspring of love. We would have been so much worse off without her, all of us. Putting her to bed with when she had Alzheimer's, helping her get into bed. She'd say, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." She'd be saying, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." And I asked my son, who also helped do that at times, I said, "I don't know if she's thanking me or the bed, warm bed, or God, or all of us." Or he didn't know either. But part of me now feels like she was teaching us to be thankful. It's not easy to talk about that, but it's worth it. It's worth it. We should be thankful for each other every day. Every day. Thankful for this beautiful world in the middle of lifeless space. How cold is space? Negative 450 degrees? I was reading about the universe the other day. I think some black holes have winds of 1,000,000 miles an hour. It's unbelievable where we live, this universe that we live in. It's unreal. We should be in awe every day. Wow, is this happening all around us? Yeah, black holes. And we're here. I got a rose to remind me of the beauty, to bring home inside the beauty. I love Toulouse. Toulouse is a really nice town. It needs more parks. They need parks with Mother Nature to remind us, oh yeah, that's the source. That's the home. It's a beautiful place in many ways, but I think it needs more parks. London, the first time I've never been there before a month ago. They have a lot of small parks, which is great, except they're private. You can't go in there. Only the people that live around them. So it's good and bad. Anyway, to be thankful. And, having parks helps us center ourselves, feel a part of the life force. And I know we all have that in us, this connectedness. So I do songs on the internet. And it's fun and rewarding for me. and follow your bliss, follow your heart. I don't really overthink things. I know I love music, I love playing guitar, I love writing songs, so I do that. Um, but one song, I've only had this one song, it has like 2,600 views, more than that. It's called Soul of the Cosmic Circus. Soul of the Cosmic Circus. Why does that have thousands of views, but nothing else does? Part of it is just that idea. We are the soul of the cosmic circus, all this going around us. We're this special, very special light energy with a spirit and a soul. Unbelievable. You. You are unbelievable. Gifted and talented, they talk about this. Gifted and talented in schools. Everybody is gifted and talented in different ways. It's kind of a stupid ass thing to say. These kids over here, they're gifted and talented. And you guys are the regular commoners. What? What a stupid way to put that. I've taught a lot of high school students, most of them poor, all sorts of races. I don't like the term white privilege. It's the wrong term. And I think it's been promoted by people that want to divide us. They don't want common people, working people, average people united saying, hey, we need a better life. These people, the billionaires, are taking too much, and we're even giving them tax breaks and a redistribution of wealth more to the top. So we're getting less and less equal. It's sick. It's sickening. But this idea of white privilege, most of the kids I taught, well, I don't know about that. Most of the kids I taught for the first few years were from Mexico and El Salvador and Marshall Islands. It was ESL, English as a second language. But eventually it got into regular U.S. history and government. So a lot of poor white kids. Poor white kids. If you tell them white privilege, they're going to go, privilege? I leave school and I go to work until 11. Then I come home and try to go to bed. It takes a while. And then I have to get back up and go to school. And then I go to work because we don't have no money. We're poor. Arkansas poor. So don't use the word white privilege. It's dumb. It's not right. It's racist. A lot of poor whites, and you're just pushing them away. A lot of rich billionaires that are white. It's not because they're white. It's because they're billionaires. It's because the system is rigged to help the few. They've rigged it all through the government. And now you can give as much money as you want to elections. So you can elect, spend hundreds of millions of dollars. The somewhat ignorant citizens will vote just like the billionaires. You're voting for the same people for the billionaires. You're voting for tax cuts for the billionaires. You got to figure that out. People aren't dumb, but they can be misled, and they can be lazy about trying to figure out what the truth is. Be their own worst enemies by voting against their own interests. And I don't mean being selfish, my interests, I mean community. Thanksgiving is like this. This is my favorite holiday, I think. Giving thanks for what we have, being here. It's inclusive, everybody. Doesn't matter who you are. Doesn't matter what race or sex, religion. If you don't have a religion like me, it doesn't matter. We can't be these fools that keep following the idea of the enemy. This last election, We hardly talked about inequality or concentrating wealth or a falling standard of living. They call it affordability. It's basically the standard of living is falling. We didn't talk about that at all. Trans. You talk about trans a lot and immigrants. Enemies. Look at the enemies. But over here, concentrated wealth and power and property, income. That's a much, much, much bigger enemy. And I don't want to hate on billionaires or anybody in particular, but our economics are evil, malevolent, rewarding the few, taking from the many, making a terribly unequal community and nation, which creates a terrible situation to live in. We're these beautiful light energies that deserve a good life. And we're creating systems that destroy that. We have to fight for humanity and democracy and equality, not be so damn greedy. Be more simple in our desires and more service oriented, loving each other instead of being so selfish, basically selfish. I just read where the richest man in the world just got a bump in his pay. What is it? Is it $11 million an hour? $274 million a day? Yeah, let that sink in. What's that going to do to equality? Well, it's going to make it much, much less real. It's going to make inequality. The billionaires keep getting richer and we don't know what to do about it. And that's the problem. We don't stand up for the regular people. We just throw up our hands. I don't know what to do. Well, let's figure it out. Tax rates is one of them. A wealth tax is one of them. We keep cutting the tax rates for the rich because that's what we vote for. It's our sin. That's a sin. Hurting the poor. So what does the richest guy make? He makes more per year than all the elementary teachers in the United States. It's like $1,400,000. He makes more than all the elementary teachers in the United States. He makes more than all the police officers. I think it's 600,000 in the United States. He makes more than all the construction workers. I think that's about 1 million in the United States. One person. We're in the middle of a terrible storm, and we have to be real and grown up. We have to be good citizens. We have to love each other. You can't love each other if you're not a good citizen. You can't love each other if you just watch somebody get richer and richer and the rest of us go down and go, man, I can't buy a house. Man, I can't even pay rent. You have to have a bigger heart than that, more love than that. Sorry, maybe that's out of my system. I hope it is. Let's focus on the thankful. Let's get back to, I am thankful for you. You're amazing. You're beautiful. We're all beautiful. This internet and all the photos, these people taking photos of themselves everywhere, trying to look so good and having plastic surgery. Such a visual fraud. You're beautiful in here. Yeah, maybe somebody has the most beautiful face. All right, well, that's good. Nothing bad about that. But the real beauty, even in that person, the real beauty is in here. The heart is going to be much more beautiful than the face. That's bound to be. It's got a lot more depth to it, and breadth, and magic, and mystery. You don't understand how beautiful you are because of the magic and mystery and divinity inside of you. But I'm telling you, it's there. And everybody around you, it's there. We can all change, and we will change. There's no question about it. How we change is important. So I moved to here, Toulouse, France, for a lot of reasons. I think maybe number one is I can walk places here, and they have buses, and they have a train. And I don't want a car. I don't want a car. I haven't had a car in 10 years. I don't want one. But I need to be able to walk places, or take the bus, or take the train. And I can do that here a lot better than I could in Fayetteville, Arkansas, my hometown, which is an awesome city in many ways, but terrible with public transit. Everybody has their own car. You never, at least when I'm walking on the sidewalk, there's a lot of other people. So yeah, maybe we don't talk, but we're there. I'm there, they're there. Getting groceries, I talk to the people who sell me bread or sell me cheese. I talk to them. At the Victor Hugo Market, there's no self-checkout. You have to talk to a human being. That's a good thing. But one of the changes I've made, so I like to paint. I paint a little bit. Watercolor. For fun. It's fun for me. It's expression, creativity. I like that. I don't do that as much here. It doesn't matter why. I'm just saying that has happened. During COVID, I really got into GarageBand and doing, instead of just playing my guitar and, folk singer type guy, doing music software and creating instrumentals with drum tracks and bass and choir and whatever. It was fun. It is fun. And I do that here, but not as much. It's just kind of funny how that's changed. I walk more. I go buy groceries more. Probably cook more. I stretch a little bit more. I drink a little bit less. So, it's lonely. I don't know anybody, but there's a lot of other things that are good. Where's my hand? Good. Yeah, the loneliness is bad. But a lot of other things add up, and it's good. So at 67, I want to have a good life. Everybody deserves a good life. You have to have a certain amount of money. I have some social security and some teacher pension, which is basically allowing me to live. And we all deserve this short time we're here to have a good life. If you believe in God, why would God bring you here? Why would God bring us here in this beautiful garden and then make us struggle to survive? That's not God. That's us. That's our shitty economics. That's our greedy economics. Reward the few. Use the many. It's us. And we have to change from that. We've gone down the bad path. And these people at the top who don't understand that they're the main cause because they're putting out all this information. A lot of the media is run by really rich people who want to, if not a return on their investment, they want to promote their talking points so you'll vote. Yeah, they could spend hundreds of millions of dollars to make you vote a certain way, because if you do that, they're going to make billions of dollars. So investing hundreds of millions on an election, it's just an investment. It's another investment. But you have to be smarter. Not cunning, but just this idea of, hey, that's not right. We need to love each other and take care of each other. Matthew 25:35. How you treat the least of mine is how you treat me. When I was hungry, you fed me. When I was homeless, you took me in. When I was in jail, you came to visit me. A lot of people say they're Christians, but they're doing a lot of cruel things right now. Unbelievably cruel. You're going to take a guy that immigrated here, put him on a plane, and send him to a country he's never been before, to a prison that is deadly, inhumane. I don't see Jesus in that at all. I don't see love in that at all. And we have to move away from that. And we have to lead. We have to lead. We, the people, decide what's going on here, good or bad. And we've let bad happen too much. Sorry. Yeah, I'm thankful. I can't say I'm thankful for all the people on the earth and then walk away from them and just say, oh, well, that's the way it is. You go hungry, or we cut USAID and, 400,000 people die. And we just, well, that's the way it is. Take away their medicine. No, that's not the way it is. Be thankful and loving, and that's an active. It's not a passive trait, that's an active trait. This idea of democracy and citizenship. What are we going to do? We're going to help people. We're going to help the hungry eat, help the homeless have a place. You don't have to be homeless. There's a lot of people struggling just to pay rent. We should have an avenue for them to buy an apartment, not a home or not a house. I'm not saying a house with a yard, but like where I'm living, in an apartment. And a lot of the world does this, where they buy an apartment. It's a decent place to live. And it's in a safe neighborhood. It's got some green space, walkability to a park or a library or the bus that will take you there. We can create a much better community of souls and not just fight each other and competition. So in this Matthew 25:35, how you treat the least of mine, tell me where competition is in that. We really like to say, oh, capitalism and competition, and you're going to kill competition if you don't give them billions of dollars. They won't feel like, well, I'll tell you what, a lot of these people that have come along at the time of the internet was the biggest change. It was just they were smart. There's a lot of smart people. How many people were involved in creating the internet? I don't know, thousands. Must be at least thousands. And then to take it from here to here to here. They talk about AI and robotics and technology, automation. Yeah, they can do a lot of the work that we've been doing, the jobs that are hard on human beings, not really fulfilling. Okay, so who controls that? And where does the profits go? It should go to all of us. It should go to our communities. Not just creating more and more of a inequality. You have to get used to that word. Don't be afraid to say inequality, because it's pervasive. It's a virus, it's a poison, it's a cancer all around us. We never talk about it. And the media doesn't talk about it, because it's owned by people that are at the top of the unequal system. And they have gone crazy. The fever, they want more. They have 2 billion, they want 5. They have 100 billion, they want 200 billion. They're crazy. Crazy and greed. And what's it called? Karma. Karma will come for us all. The bad things we've done, or we're imperfect. We make mistakes, and some mistakes are bigger than others. And that karma will be bigger than others. So yeah, I'm thankful, but you can tell I'm more angry or upset or frustrated because I know how much is here. I know how amazing everything is and how amazing human beings are. And we're not treating that as such. We're not treating each other like we're divine life forms in the universe, which we are. So I hope you do something nice for yourself today, as well as others. We all deserve to have a good life and be thankful for what we have and be thankful for who we are and be thankful for who we're with. And this most beautiful of all planets. And stay connected to all of this. And protect all of this. And respect all of this. All worthy. All worthy. Brothers and sisters.